Got it. Hi, people.
Howdy, howdy.
Welcome to Real Estate After Dark, where the market never sleeps and neither do we.
Nope.
Your late night source for. Sorry, it's been a long day for both of us. Anyways, your late night source for information and insight. And the end of the month, not quite the beginning, but we're going to go ahead and do market stats because we're getting lots of questions on it.
Yep.
And Adam has figured out how to put it up there so you can see it as we talk about it. That's because he's getting fancy like he's on a date night.
Start trying to improve our stuff. Got to get it.
You
got
may
it
not
better.
see us, but we got something new.
Oh, they can see us. We're
No,
just real tiny.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about.
quick, shush, shush.
Okay, anyways. What did I miss, Adam? Anything while I was gone?
No. Can't say there wasn't. I mean, not a whole lot.
It was only one day, right?
You were gone, what, Saturday, Sunday?
Well, yeah, but you're
Saturday,
not,
Sunday,
we're not in here, so.
we're not in here. And Saturday or Monday, no, there wasn't.
Staff was even out Monday.
No, staff was here.
Oh, I thought they were in Franklin.
No, that was
Oh,
today.
the lead. Oh, today.
Today.
See, I'm so off on my days. Like when I was heading home, I was like, wait a minute, why does this feel like a weekend? I'm like, well, if it was a weekend, I wouldn't be coming back. Yeah. Anyways, so
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
yeah, it's it's Saturday somewhere too, I'm sure. Maybe. Mars.
Who knows?
I'm tired, Adam. Take it over.
Oh, but what? So yeah, we wanted to take and just kind of give everybody a little bit of the update on our stats, and then next week is when we're going to start into
HOAs. Kind of diving into
So we
that.
kind of got to do a little digging on that this next week, the rest of this week
Yeah.
beforehand, and so we can break it down and give you some the
Yeah.
goods, the bads, and the uglies.
So if anybody has questions on HOA, anything, go
Give us a
ahead and
shout.
email us, which you've got the email at the bottom of our picture there. So,
Yep.
yeah, email us so that way we can get everybody's questions answered. But you can always join in and ask questions as
Right.
we're doing the shows.
So.
So where are we starting out with? Middle Tennessee?
So we're going to start off with Middle Tennessee. You know, overall, I mean, medium sales price is 490,000. It's up 2%. So everybody keeps saying, you know, they're waiting for the market to go down, but it's up.
That's in all of Middle Tennessee.
It's in all of Middle Tennessee, up 2%. You know, closed sales are down. You know, shows 6% down.
Mhm.
Active inventory is 8,283.
That's-
Active inventory, all of Middle Tennessee, and that's up 32%.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So
So-
people are starting to calm their nerves a little bit. I think about
About
Listing.
listing and yeah,
mhm.
you know, new listings, it kind of had a little bit of a dip, a 1% dip in that. There's only 4,865 that were new, I guess, when this was done. Months of supply, I mean, that's our absorption rate. You know, it's up 24%.
Yeah.
So, I mean, almost 5 months worth of inventory.
That's because people now are listening.
Yep. And buyers haven't quite, come off the fence yet. So days on market's up a little bit more. So, I mean, for buyers right now, buyers have the
The
opportunity out
buyer's
there.
market, if I ever did see one.
Right. So, I mean, that's up 14%. you know, and of course, you know, we're here in Rutherford County, so I kind of, put that one a second.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that our median sales price is 449,948. So I mean, we're what, slightly 50,000
Yeah.
overall below the Middle Tennessee area. We're up 1%. You know, closed sales were down a little bit, 8%. At only 416 closed sales this last. And now these are March numbers, so keep that in mind. This is from March. So, and they don't pull this until after March is over with and everything's cleared out.
Yeah.
So
So this is not April.
this is not April.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the end of March, I mean, this is how things looked.
Mhm.
The active inventory in Rutherford County was 1,260, and that was up 46%, almost a 50% increase in inventory. You know, new listings, we only had 818 new listings in March, and that was up 1% from the month prior.
Mhm.
And then months of supply, we have almost a little over 3.5 months worth of supply here in Rutherford County. And that was up 50%, 51%.
Wow. So days on market's 40. It's up
Yes.
37%.
Yeah.
So once again, Rutherford County is Laverne, Smyrna, Murfreesboro, some Rockville, Christiana,
Eagle.
Eagleville. Rutherford County is really big.
It is. I mean, and you think that there's only, there's only 1,260 active listings in March.
Yeah. I swear it would probably take you, an hour to go from one corner to the other?
Probably,
From one
depends
side
on
to
what
the
time
other?
of day and the traffic.
Well, yeah, true. Heck, it could take longer than that, actually.
Yeah, so I mean, but
So Murfreesboro, you want to flip it? Flip it good. Smack it up. Flip it. Wait, where'd Murfreesboro go?
did I not? I guess I missed that one.
Did we
Sorry,
miss one?
I did. Let me
That's
see here.
okay.
Yep, I was trying to do these and get them all in there. I thought I had them all in there.
That's okay.
So Murfreesboro.
We got them right here.
Yep.
So it's pretty close to Rutherford County at $449,000 median sales price. So it's less than 1,000.
Right.
So that's down 2%, which isn't much.
No.
Closed
Close sales.
sales is down 1% at 264. And then active inventory, 749. That is up 55%.
Yeah.
In Murfreesboro. So 55% more homes listed
In
since
March.
last month.
Since
Since February.
February. So if that doesn't tell you,
Yeah,
the market's warming up.
yeah. It is
It's-
warming up.
You know, more houses are getting out there. People are starting to list those homes.
But does it kind of tell you too that the people that are listing now, they need to expect buyers asking for some closing costs. They need to expect inspections, asking for repairs, maybe a home warranty. So don't be surprised if you get an offer asking for these things. It's going to be kind of common until the inventory goes down.
Right. And until we start, we have seen it. There are multiple offers coming out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And especially,
But on some very specific properties.
Yeah.
Not on everything.
not on everything,
That
but
is-
there's some multiple offers out there. And
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
So, you definitely have to keep an eye out and be ready to negotiate
Mhm.
a lot.
Let's see, months of supplies.
It's up
Month of
50%.
supply. Yeah. Up 50%, 3.53. Almost.
So overall, Rutherford County and Murfreesboro all together is,
Murfreesboro seems to be doing better than all of Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
But Murfreesboro has always been like that. Even when the market kind of crashed in 2007, Rutherford or Murfreesboro never seemed to
Tennessee
get
overall.
that bad. Tennessee overall. It was
Tennessee overall,
crazy
from,
what Georgia
you know, from-
did.
I mean, we didn't take and feel it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's like when we started to kind of, I think, you know, from learning from when I mean, I've only been in this 8 years now,
Mhm.
but just learning from over of everything and learning the business and stuff like that. We were the last ones to get hit in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we never really felt that, you know, drop.
Yeah,
And we were the first ones to come out of it.
yeah,
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, we've always had a great flux of people coming in. I think I
Mhm.
remember at one time, it was, what, over 100 people a day
yeah.
coming into Tennessee.
Well, I know for a while we were the fastest growing
Yeah.
in all of the United States.
Well, now I think it's Wilson County that's kind of getting that. Lebanon is starting to,
Yeah,
because
because
it's the,
it was the more affordable, and now it's like, and you know, everybody wanting to be close to Mount Juliet.
so then we move into Davidson County.
You had that one on there, didn't you?
Davidson County's up there.
Okay.
I mean,
See, I can't see. These glasses suck. Suck.
she needs to go see an eye doctor.
If you're on, we'd love for you to say hi so we can see you.
Yes, who it is.
We used to could click on the number and see who all was listening in, but we
But yeah,
can't
we
anymore.
can't anymore. So, you know,
Because of that
say
person.
hi to us. Let us know you're there so we can mention you.
And say hi back.
Say hi back. Yeah, definitely. But Davidson County, 495,000.
Do I? I just had to leave my husband in Florida. That was sad.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
distracted her, Andrew.
He distracted me. I distracted you.
Yep. Goodness. But no, 495,000 for a median sales price in Davidson County.
So that's only 5,000 up from Middle Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah. And that's down 7%
Closed is down, yeah, 892.
and down 7% there. But they were up 34% in inventory. So they've picked up a bunch of, you know, listings and stuff.
Everybody, well, yeah, that's crazy.
You know, new listings, they had 1,964. That was up 3% in new listings.
Mm-hmm.
They've got almost 5 months worth of inventory, and that's up 34% at 4.69. Days on market, their days
36.
is 36, up 2%. So days on market's picking up in Davidson County.
That's not bad though, still.
No. In Nashville, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're still, I mean, median sales price, I mean, 579. That's down 6% though. So, I mean, percentage wise, they're down same as much as the county, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, and down in closed sales, 11%, but they're up 28% in inventory, 22,553 active listings.
Mm-hmm.
So they had just as many
0%
New listings. as they did in February. But look at that, almost 5.5 months worth of inventory,
Wow.
and they're up 34% there.
So it's crazy how different Nashville is from Davidson County.
But Nashville, same thing. You've got Madison, Goodlettsville,
Yeah.
you know,
Inglewood.
Inglewood, you know, Antioch.
A little bit of Ashland City, wouldn't you? Maybe?
Can't remember.
Huh.
So yeah. So I mean, those numbers are, you know, tying up there.
Whew. Brentwood median
Look
sales
at that,
price
Brentwood.
is going up.
Yeah. they're up.
1.4 million, up 15%. Closed sales 71. That's
That's down
down 11.
So they,
Active inventory 264. New listings 160 new listings.
that's down 4%, but yet their active inventory is up 21%.
Days on the market 38.
So I mean, it's crazy to see those numbers like that. But of course, you know,
How
go over to
different
win.
they can-
Yeah, Well, I guess I did it again.
Did you miss another?
Well, you know,
You're fired.
I was trying.
I'm kidding.
I'm going home.
Well, while I am driving here, he is here working hard.
Shh. See the
So-
gratitude. See how I get treated, Andrew.
I appreciate you.
Jeez.
I appreciate you.
Probably understand that though too.
So Williamson County, let's just skip on and keep going. Williamson County, well, you know, we talked about it last time. It's, you know, it's not as much as Brentwood, neither is Franklin,
No.
which is still baffles me because I always thought that Franklin was a little more high end or expensive than Brentwood.
No. Brentwood's up there.
Yeah. And Brentwood is small.
Yeah, the Brentwood area. You
Hmm.
know. But yeah, I mean the median sales, but even if you look at it, we've got Franklin on Tennessee on there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only a $50,000 difference between Williamson, the county, and then town of Franklin, and that's Williamson County's at 925,000, where Franklin's at 975. They're up 1% in Franklin,
But
down
Williamson's
5%.
down 5.
I mean, it's, you know, this market is crazy. I mean, it's got a lot of things going on with it. I know.
Completely what?
He completely understands.
I'll be nice. I can't.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, closed sales 422 in Williamson County overall, and that was up 14%. And just in Franklin itself, out of that 422, there was 188.
Hmm.
So, and then out of the 1,130 in Williamson County, 414 of that is Franklin, Tennessee, and that's up 24% there.
That's pretty good.
So, I mean,
Seems like all the active inventory across the board is up.
you know, Franklin itself has only just under 3 months worth of inventory, and even though that's up 5%, and Williamson County's got almost 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, you know, I put on Bedford County. I kind of started putting in the counties, I think, here. So I was trying to get all these in there. But Bedford County, which is Shelbyville, what else is in that area?
Sorry, I was looking.
War Trace.
Bell
Buckle.
I'm a Bell Buckle, yeah.
So I mean, their median sales price. I mean, so if somebody's looking for something on a budget. I mean, Bedford County is going to be a place to go. Yeah, 341,900. You know, almost 342,000, and that's up 7%.
Yeah.
They had 50 closed sales, and they were down 23% on that.
Isn't it insane?
But yet they've had a 53% increase on active inventory and they've got 230 active listings.
Yeah.
There was 104 that came on in March, and that was up 12%. And they have almost 6 months worth of inventory. So things are
That's
a
why
little
they're
slower
sitting
at
on the market.
65 days,
Mm-hmm.
and that's up 22%.
Hey, I need something. Is Bedford County where we're looking?
I think
Well,
no,
that's
it's close.
more. That might be Lincoln.
I think we're more in Coffee County.
And no, wouldn't that be more? That wouldn't be Grundy County, would it? I know it's some of Franklin County. Yeah, I don't know. Coffee County. So Bedford County and Coffee County, they're pretty similar. It looks
Yep.
like.
Mm-hmm.
So Coffee County median sales price 347, almost 347.5, up 16%. Closed sales is down just a tad at 4%. And then, wow, active inventory up. Is that 73%? Am I saying that?
73%. Yes.
I'm like,
73%.
is that a spec?
I mean, that's,
Wow.
yeah, 73% increase in
You
inventory.
go, Coffee County.
I mean, some people are starting to move out there.
There's 112 new listings.
They've got almost 5.5 months, and that's up 53% there.
Mhm. 61 days on the market, up 24%.
So I mean, we keep saying that the market is changing, and I mean it's definitely there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, Tullahoma, I mean, they're just slightly above Coffee County overall, so which is at 354,950.
Mm-hmm.
That's up 20%. They only had 26 closings last month.
Both sales are down significantly though,
Mhm.
37% down.
But then they had a 50% increase on inventory at 144.
Uh-huh.
So 144 of that 277.
57 new listings, almost 7 months of inventory. So if
And
you
that's up
want to
93%.
really negotiate, if you want to find something, I think I can get all your closing costs paid and a warranty and a new roof. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can get some. I mean, there's some good deals to be had out there.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
for a buyer right now.
And Tullahoma is beautiful because when
It
we
is.
were driving out there to show that house,
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
After I told you,
I could so live right here. I mean, it was beautiful. I wonder if the house went under contract yet. I bet you money. You want to let's make a bet. What do you think?
no, it probably did.
I bet that ain't one sitting on the market.
No,
I'm gonna look it
I don't
up.
know. That one there was.
I'm gonna look it up. Why you talking?
So Franklin County, I mean, 303,000, and that's up 3%. And they only had 55 closings out there and down 5% there.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like these numbers are they're crazy.
Yeah. You don't remember
They have
that street,
active
do you?
inventory. I'd have to go back and look. There's 250 active listings, and that's up 8%. New listings is up 37% with 103 new listings. They've got almost 6 months worth of inventory, and that's up 5%.
Hmm.
But yet days on market's come down a little bit. They're at 75 days.
75 days.
75 days, and it's down. Nope, that's up 14%. I mean, it's crazy.
I've got to find this address.
Let's see. So I did miss a few, so I have to go back and fix some of that. But Humphreys County, there you go. Some first-time home buyers can definitely find some good deals there. 240,000 median sales price in Humphreys County.
Wow.
That's up 17% though. Closed sales is up 127% with 25 closed sales last month.
God.
So active inventory 82, and that's up 63%. And then they had 42 new listings at 121% increase. They've got 4.25 months of inventory, and that's down 30%. Right, because they had some home sale.
Yeah.
People are starting to realize that Humphreys County's a good area to go to find some homes.
Wait, you're saying Humphrey County?
Humphreys County.
Humphreys. That's actually still on the market. Y'all, yeah. 750 Davis Springs Road. Check it out. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Gatlinburg.
Why did they not make a move on it? What was the reason? The
Um,
trees?
didn't really say. He's not crazy about all the trees. He just hadn't wanted to go out there and look at it. But us women, we try to talk our men into it, but
Mm-hmm.
they have to go out there and take a look for themselves, and he hasn't done that.
Gotcha.
Franklin,
So we're at Lincoln County.
Lincoln. I just drove through there today. Oh wow, 299.9 median sales price. under 300,000. It's hard to find nowadays,
Yep.
especially that 240.
Mm-hmm.
So Lincoln County is going to be like Petersburg, right? I think Petersburg.
A little bit of Tullahoma.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a little bit more south of us.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
But you get out there to the country, you've got better prices, but better views.
and they're up seven months worth of inventory out there, up 110%.
Oh, the listings are down there. New listings are down 37%.
But they have more active listings, up 67%. I mean,
Well, months of supply is 110 up.
so I said seven months worth of inventory out there.
That's crazy.
Days on market's 41, and that's up 9%. So, and then you got Marshall County,
Moving on up, moving on.
325,000 there.
Whoa. We fixing to blow y'all's mind here in a minute. Sorry.
And then up 12% there. Closed 54, up 17%. Active inventory up 58% at 181. New listings was 105, up 11%. So Marshall County it's starting to, I think that's probably what, Chapel Hill?
Yeah.
Area and stuff. So I mean, Chapel Hill's,
Maybe a little bit
I've
of
seen a
Lewisburg.
lot of people looking at Chapel.
Yeah.
Hearing
Well,
a lot about
Chapel Hill used to be really affordable. And what's good about them are in Chapel Hill, it's like the lots are bigger. So you can even move into a neighborhood and get an acre lot.
So yeah, you're definitely,
They have a
looking for
lot more
land.
than they used to.
Yeah.
I think there was a Sonic and a dollar store
yeah,
and
they
some haunted-
built up quite a bit out
and
there.
some haunted train tracks.
So I've had a couple of clients out that way.
Did you hear me?
Yep. Always talking about food.
I said haunted train tracks.
Haunted train tracks.
Yeah. So
What,
there's
does
a
a ghost
story.
train come through there?
No. There is a guy that walks and holds his little lantern. They say that a little boy got hit by the train, and I don't know if it's his mom or his dad. Somebody always walks the tracks with their little lantern looking for him. It's a true thing. Ask Jennifer Vaughn. She'll tell you.
We got some people laughing at us.
Don't laugh at us. It's for real.
Oh, Andrew's laughing.
Imagine that. But yeah, watch. You ask Jennifer Vaughn. It's a thing. Hey Siri, text Jennifer Vaughn.
What do you want to say to Jennifer Vaughn?
Hey, tell Adam that the train tracks in Chapel Hill is haunted.
Cindy, hey, tell Adam that the train tracks in Chapel Hill is haunted.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Next thing we'll know, we'll be going out there. Moore County. Look at Moore County. Just slightly over 400 at 413.5. And that's up 13%.
Yeah.
They had 6 closings out there
Wow.
and 0%. So they just kind of hold fast out there. But yet they had 34 active listings and was up 27%. And then only had 11 new listings come on and up 38%.
Almost 8 months
Wow.
of supply.
That's up 38%.
Days on the market 52.
But it came down 10%. I mean,
Yeah.
when people ask us how's the market and we sit there and look at you funny, this is why. Because it's crazy.
Sumner County and Wilson County. Look at these two.
There's Sumner County.
This is kind of fast backwards.
Well, Wilson County. That's Lebanon,
I
Mount
know.
Juliet.
That's what I'm saying. It's fast backwards from what it normally
Mm-hmm.
would have been, say, a year ago.
Yeah.
So Sumner County median sales price is $452,000. 283. Closed sales, 284, up 1%. Active inventory, 887, that's up 28%. Let's see, new listings.
705.
Wow, that's a lot. That's up 6%. Months of supplies right at 4. Days on market 35, up 14%. And then you're going to compare that to Wilson County.
Yep.
So,
And that's 505,000, up 5%.
yeah.
They had 281 closed sales, and that's up 9%. Active inventory, 738, up 38%. They had 582 new listings in Wilson County, up 17%.
Oh, wait. Okay, not a problem. Is he headed this way? Watching now.
Who's headed this way?
Jennifer Vaughn. Maybe the guy on the railroad tracks?
She's watching?
Jennifer, are you watching this show? Question mark.
Oh.
Adam
Yeah.
doesn't believe me about the haunted tracks, and apparently my husband doesn't either because he's laughing at me.
So Wilson County's only got 3.3 months of supply,
Yeah,
and they're up 21%. I mean, people are buying out
people
there.
are snatching it up. So
And their days
Wilson,
on market, 27 days.
so listen up. If you are looking to list in Wilson County, give us a call right now. Buyers are not going to be asking you as much for a closing cost. and
Nope.
All
You'll
the
net-
things.
You'll probably net more.
Yeah, so give us a call to list there in Wilson County. That's Lebanon, Watertown.
Yeah.
That surrounding area.
And then we've got Dixon and Murray County. I mean,
Dixon County. 389.5, up 11%. Closed sales 60, up 3%. Active inventory up 48% at 215 because 158 listings hit the market, up 31%.
almost 5 months of inventory.
And then 33 days on the market.
So
is average.
Dixon's County's doing pretty good. Out there in Spring Hill, Columbia, out there Murray County is 428,000. And they had no change, 0%.
That's crazy. That's kind of high.
And then they had closed sales was 183, and that was up 3%. Active inventory, 628 active listings. That's up
Almost
49, almost 50% increase. 432, up 19%.
Look, what does Jennifer Vaughn say?
Yes, ma'am.
Ha! Tell us a story, Jennifer. I can't remember if it's the mom or the dad looking for the kid.
And then there's almost 4.25% of in Murray County, and 38% increase there in 42 days on market. So, I mean, we've got 42. I mean, the highest was what? 78 days in Humphreys County.
Yeah, I think.
Wasn't it?
No, hold on. I think.
Yep.
Marshall County, the Huns.
75 in Franklin. So Humphreys and Franklin are both kind of 75 and 78. So, I mean, sales are going to take, what, 30 to 60, days on market.
Yeah.
So, and it depends on where you're at and what you've got.
Yeah, if you've got something that stands out, something that is super clean, it's got all the bells and whistles, it's kept up nicely, those are going to be the houses that fly off first, for sure. And yeah. What you looking at?
Myra said, no
Look.
show tonight.
Who did? Mila?
Myla,
Where's she at?
I don't know. It's all on there.
Where are you at, Mila? Well,
Um,
Jennifer, read the story.
Yes, there is a ghost on the Chapel Hill train tracks. The spirit of a headless singleman or train brakeman. Personally, it's aliens. It's aliens out there, huh, Jennifer?
I thought it was somebody's kid got hit by the train.
We got the cows here. Here they want. Here they want. You're always out there chasing them cows and the goats.
Oh, and the chickens?
She's always stopping to chase a goat or something like that. I know.
Where's
So-
she chasing them? Back in the fence? Did they get
Yeah,
out?
trying to get them back in the fence.
Oh,
So,
well, that's our stats. That went fast.
yeah, went fast.
Mila, where are you at? Why can't you find us? Mila?
So, but no, I mean, I think the market it's. I think we're definitely starting to see more to warm up.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the inventory out there. The buyers just have to.
What did she say?
I'm not gonna say it.
What did she say?
She said, "Heck yeah, yeah, I am."
Yes, she is. We're gonna get. Never mind. I say we're gonna get her some shaps and then a rope so she can team rope them.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think that buyers don't need to wait anymore. They need to definitely.
Yeah. Well, right now, oh, it's just such a great time for a buyer because they've got the inventory, working for them in their favor. There's inventory is up, months of supplies, so more inventory.
So they
The
can
less
they can
expensive.
negotiate some really good deals.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, interest rates are still, they're still a little wonky, but, once again, you're not married to that interest rate. But if
No,
you go into a market where you're having bidding wars and your interest rate is high, it's going to be a double whammy. So you might as well do it if you need to do it or if you want to do it because you're still building wealth through purchasing a home.
Yeah.
It's just a no-brainer. In fact, I was sitting at the house today. They put a new roof on the neighbor's house in Florida. So I texted the neighbor, me being a real estate agent, hey, I noticed you got a new roof and blah, blah, blah. Are you moving? Because in Florida, it's like that's the first thing you do is put a new roof on because insurance companies won't cover you if it's like 10 years old or older. So I was like, is he selling? And he's like, no. He was like, I think Paradise Retreat in the next 10 years, I'm going to have $1 million house. So it's got to look like it. And so I was like, but yeah, it's just, you've got to stay on the market, even though he probably bought somewhere around 500,000,
yeah,
he's looking to hold on to it till it's $1 million property. And,
Yeah.
then you got 500,000 in equity. how that's wealth right there. You could take that 500,000, invest it into, more short-term
yeah.
rentals.
I think the only ones that are going to don't have as much equity as they think they may have
Yeah,
are those that have bought within the last 2 years,
yeah,
possibly.
because at the top of the
Stretch.
market.
Yeah, they bought within the past 2 or 3 years. They bought at the top of the market.
Yeah.
They're not going to have I actually saw
Unless they got one heck of a deal.
I saw one today that I was looking through some stuff that I've got, and it was for sale by owner. And when I looked at it, they bought it 300 and something thousand for, I think it was 340, and it was on an auction. And they've for sale by owner, and they're listing it for 500 and something.
Wow.
And they just bought it 2 years ago. And
Yeah.
I'm like, and they haven't done. There's no updates. It's still the original cabinet.
They hadn't done anything.
They haven't done anything
Yeah.
to the house, and I'm like, it's like, how do you take and try to as real estate agents, sometimes we have to give that bad news,
Mhm.
that sometimes it's not, because sellers, there are still some folks out there that are really still thinking their homes are worth a whole lot more because they say the inventory,
Yeah.
the prices of, but they're not. And even though prices are not, really coming down, they're just kind
They're
of,
just not increasing
they're
as
just not
fast
as
as they
increasing
were.
as fast as they,
Mhm.
exactly.
Well, and I think it's kind of normal at the rate they're increasing now. Like 2 years ago, when they were increasing, stupid, it's just not the same anymore. But it's not going down. It's just leveled off and
Yeah.
kind of increasing the way it should in a normal, neutral
Market.
kind of market. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what was it, an average? I think it's about almost a 4% increase right now, 3 or 4% increase. So I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I I just think
Excuse me. Sorry.
you need some more caffeine.
Tired. No. So I left my pedal machine at home, so I'm gonna have to stay here for at least an hour and use that stupid peddler. I don't like that one.
Well,
Sorry.
but no, I mean, I think rates are. I mean, I saw rates came down.
Oh,
a
they
little
did.
bit.
See,
I saw stuff come through today.
you know what it showed. Don't get on the computer.
Did-
Well, I guess we can't really quote rates because we
No.
are not.
But I mean, they didn't come down a whole lot. But I mean, the thing is they're going up and down.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they're fluctuating. What about the stock market? I've been so out of touch these last 2 days, actually,
I ain't even paid attention to the stock
trying
market.
to enjoy some kind of.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, they only came down a hair. So I mean, they're still
But down is down.
right.
We will take anything we can get.
So I mean, we're still in the mid sixes.
And of course, credit, all that stuff plays a factor in your interest rate. So, and right now you can also get the sellers to do the 2-1 buy downs.
Yeah,
If
I
it's
mean,
a 6.5, you can buy it down to a 4.5 for the first year, and then 5.5 for the second year, and then it bumps up. But by then, interest rates, hopefully be
Yeah,
down, and
hopefully,
you can lock it into a refi.
Yeah.
Better than what
I
you're.
just hope that I really think that I've got several folks that I've talked to that they're right on that line of almost ready. They just got a little bit of stuff that so
You need to send them that little meme of the cow that's trying to go over the fence.
it's halfway over.
Yeah. You need me to help you move over the fence? No.
But I mean, my son just bought. They closed in March.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they down there in Chattanooga and stuff. I mean, they got a good deal on the house, and they go, and the house has been sitting there, So they really lucked out on that. So I mean, it was a good place.
They get their closing costs paid?
I think so. I think they got closing costs paid, and I think they got a home warranty.
Mm-hmm. And he says he thinks so because Chattanooga is not in our MLS. So
Yeah, so I don't know.
even though he helped along the way.
Yeah, I mean, I had, a referral partner down there,
Which is good to have.
she did.
You've used
She's
her a
helped
few
out.
times.
Yeah, I've used her a couple of times. She took care of some young ladies that, for me down there, and then my son and daughter-in-law again. And then actually, I mean, she helped me with my son in the beginning. That's how we got connected. And so, I mean, it's good to have referral partners. I mean, we've got referral partners all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So people moving from anywhere, we
Yeah.
can reach out. We have.
Anywhere pretty much in the the world. Like we have
We have a worldwide. I mean,
Yeah.
what, Puerto Rico.
Keller Williams is everywhere.
Everywhere.
So we can find you a good agent no matter where you are moving.
Yep.
It's important to have a good agent. Mila was telling me a story this weekend when they bought, I think she said her first house. I can't remember if it was in Wisconsin where she said it was, but it was in a flood zone and they were young. They didn't know. They relied on the realtor. Did not tell her that it was in a flood zone. Well, the insurance ended up being like stupid expensive. And Mila and them found out that it was in a flood zone. And she's like, hey, I don't want to buy this house now. And the agent's like, well, you have to because you're in contract. And she's like, but you didn't tell me it was in a flood zone. And she was like, you still have to buy it. I'm like, what? So she's like, yeah, she works for me. And she was talking to me like that. I'm like, that's one of the first things I do. I can drive to a showing, and if I go over the smallest creek, I am pulling it up and looking to see if it's in a flood zone. Because that changes your payments
And the thing now,
your eligibility.
well, the thing now is, a lot of this, I had this discussion with my son and daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
The house that they bought, they were relying on Zillow
Yeah.
to take, and, they looked at the stuff on there, and Zillow had that the house was in a flood zone and a 10 out of 10. And I'm like,
For risk of flooding.
And, and this is even my listing that I had out there in Elmwood.
Elmwood. On top of a mountain.
On top of of a hill.
Not a
And
mountain.
it said it was a 10 out of a 10. So, I mean, I was like, you have to be careful on what you're looking at.
Yeah, you have to go to the tax record.
Yeah, you
Let
have
your
to
agent
right.
tell you.
Trust what your agent tells you.
Well,
To the most, but also do your
here's the
research and
thing
stuff
though,
too.
during financing, you're going to find out through your insurance company if it's in a flood zone. The agent never told them, but they did find out prior to. They did not back out. They continued on with the sale, but they were not happy. They were not happy at all. So,
But yeah, that was the only thing that, Zillow's great to find homes. I mean, to look at stuff and everything else, but the information that they're getting, their third party information that they're getting is not always accurate.
Yeah.
And that's, as much as I hate to say that, but I mean, it is. I mean, we try to take and be honest about what we tell our clients.
Yeah.
And give them the best information possible.
well, I mean, our job is to look out for their best interest, and saving money is part of their best interest.
Mm-hmm. So, well, if you're out there and you're listening to us, any questions that we can answer? Any suggestions? Anything you'd like to know about HOAs next week?
Yeah, so we've been dealing with HOA in Florida. It's been a nightmare. So we all did a Zoom call, and I think 31 to 33 owners were on that call. Well, unit owners. So there might be one person that has 3 condos, one that has 4, what have you. But yeah, it's hard to get anything accomplished when you're dealing with an HOA, and you've got to know the ins and outs to make any kind of movement happen, even if it's for the best interest of the property and to keep the values up and all that. So yeah, so maybe other people can learn through our experience.
Well, I mean, it's they're you either like them or you dislike them.
Well, and some are just way
Overboard.
overboard, and not just that. I mean, yeah, what's our brokers saying? Hi, Mr. Jimmy.
He says, Jennifer Vaughn, I've heard that story since back in high school.
Well, Jimmy, did you know the story about there is a turn out in, I think it's Hendersonville. It's either Hendersonville or Greenbrier. But like there is a bridge you go over, and as you go over
Roll
it,
under it.
the light turns off, the overhead light, and the bridge turns. So you can't see it when that light goes off, and people will crash into the bridge. But there's a house that sits up on that hill, and they say it's something to do with the Bell Witch, but I don't know. I don't know if he knows that story. But yeah, my cousin had a wreck there many years ago, though. Crazy. There's all kinds of crazy stories
Wow.
out there. You don't know if they're true or not, but they're interesting.
Yeah. Well, we've gone through that. We got 10 minutes. I don't know if we have any questions. No one's talking to us anymore.
They're all sleepy like me.
So,
Oh,
yep.
my dog almost jumped behind my seat trying to come home today. I had the top down for a little bit, well, probably a majority of the ride. And a truck was passing us and got on those rumble strips.
Rumble bumps.
But then had some straps. He was hauling something, so the straps were flapping. And then on the rumble strips, she tried to jump behind my seat. And I'm like, you get back there. I cannot get you out. They're probably looking at me like, why is she swerving? She cannot drive.
Oh, goodness. Poor Sophie.
But took her home. I got to take her for shots tomorrow and then drop her off at the groomer.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to probably work a little bit
From home.
from home.
Wednesday is your day off from the office. So you
Yep.
can spend time with your wife.
And then I'm just going to enjoy myself.
Haven't heard about that bridge.
No.
We ought to do a tour one night of like all the haunted places. What do y'all say? Like a caravan like you used to do to go see houses, agents? We should just do it to go see all these little haunted spots.
Oh, goodness. But yep, nope, I'm going to enjoy myself tomorrow.
Okay. You going to get your hair did?
No.
Some self-care?
No. It's my,
Oh, is it your birthday?
you just now remember.
Oh,
Yep.
happy birthday. How old are you going to be? Do you want to say? Is it your 50th?
No.
Oh,
I'm past that.
your 60th.
Shush. If that's my 60th, that means Dangerous is more. He's
Oh.
a year older than me.
Oh, okay. So you're 53?
No.
How old are you turning?
I'll be 52.
Huh. Okay.
Even though Rodney said he thought I was in my mid to late 40s.
Rodney?
Yeah. I was like, thank you.
Oh. What did he need?
Oh, he was out here working when I come in.
Oh.
So,
Well, it's not 7.
but yep, nope, tomorrow's my
Are y'all
birthday.
doing anything?
I don't know what my wife has planned.
No.
I think we're going out to dinner. Or then again, I don't know if we're going out to dinner tomorrow night or not, but because I know my son and daughter-in-law are coming up on this weekend.
Getting your cheesecake.
Yep, it's in the fridge. She made it last night.
Aw, that's why she needed her pan.
Well, she's already, bless her heart, she's already made, let's see, Brittany, Austin, Spencer. So she's made 3 cheesecakes already this month.
Oh my God.
And then she's made mine. So that's
Yeah.
4 now.
Huh.
She's made 4 cheesecakes.
Golly. How long does it take to make
Well,
it?
she makes them like the day before or something
Yeah.
like that because, she's got to make them and bake them. And then
Mm-hmm.
they got to cool and then put them in the fridge and let them,
Yeah.
you know.
Does she put anything on the top? Like any kind of
Just-
toppings?
It's the family recipe.
Yeah. I'm
And
for
that's
that.
just the graham crackers on the top.
Okay.
So,
So no strawberry, nothing like that.
no,
Blueberry cheesecake sounds good. That key lime pie was good. Last night.
I saw.
So good. I had a cheeseburger, I had fries, I had that, and
Sounds like
I
you're
had
gonna be doing a
fried
whole lot more
green
pedaling.
tomatoes.
You're gonna be doing a whole lot more
All
pedaling.
of that in one sitting. Ah, and my stomach didn't even hurt. I was so happy about that.
Really went beyond that diet. So
Well, it was nice of y'all to join us. Those that joined us, those that laughed at me. Not so much. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I guess we are gonna
we had
say goodnight.
Jamie Evans Holt gave us some love.
Aw,
James gave us a thumbs up, and Alonzo Stanley gave us a thumbs up.
we miss you,
Let's
James.
see y'all who's all laughed at us.
James.
Andrew was laughing at us.
Oh, Andrew's the only one?
Yep.
Okay. He said haha. All right. HOA next week.
Yep.
So we're going to jump off early so he can get home. I can get to pedaling. And yeah, email us those questions at realestateafterdark.kw@gmail.com. Any kind of HOA questions. And we are probably going to look at trying to find somebody to jump on live that knows a little bit about the HOAs so they can.
Yeah, because there's a lot of legal stuff in there.
Oh, there's so much legal stuff. So much.
Some
But
parts counteract the other parts.
The first episode will probably be more of what is an HOA, you know?
Yeah. And just kind of break it down.
What's restrictions and what's CCNRs and, you know,
Covenants.
the whole thing.
So
So yeah. And like which neighborhoods have them, which neighborhoods don't have them. So if you are looking
it's going to be a lot of, I don't know if we'll be able to get into that much. Local. Yeah. But I mean, there's ways you can see it on there. So it's
Yeah.
always something to
Oh, on
look
the
at.
listing, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I've got an HOA, but I mean, there's not much to it. I mean,
Yeah, and
mine's a simple one.
there's some neighborhoods like in Clarksville is notorious about it. Like the first section will have an HOA, but the second one doesn't, or the first one doesn't.
But
but the
we've got
second
an
one does.
HOA in both parts, but section 1's managed by us. Section 2 is managed by the builder.
Oh, because they hadn't.
Still, because they
They're
haven't
still
completed it and,
Yeah.
However that worked out. But then there's totally, instead of having the exact same guidelines, there's 2 different guidelines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can have prefab storage buildings and we can't. We have to have ours
Match the house.
has to be equivalent to the house and has to be site built.
Hmm.
And on concrete. So, I mean, there's different things with them. There's several things. So we'll dig more into it.
Do you pass that neighborhood on your way to your house?
No,
Or
they
those
pass
houses?
us. They pass us.
Okay.
There's one entrance in.
Well, that's good that it's past you
Yeah.
because
We're
that
the only
way,
ones our section has the mailboxes.
if they put up something that's kind of an eyesore, you don't have to.
And ours, we've got mailboxes. They don't. They have the centralized.
Yeah, we made
Because
the
they changed
mailbox too. We got
So.
the mailbox. Okay.
But as always, if you're looking to buy or sell
Give
or
us a
invest
call.
in real estate, or if you're looking to get into real estate,
Crystal Reagan, 615-956-5250.
Adam Mullen, 615-713-8600. Y'all have a good night, and
We'll see
Enjoy
you on
this
the
warm
flip
weather.
side.
we'll see y'all next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Bye.